Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Mr. Campbell from MrCampbellRocks.com. Today I'm going to show you how to remove background layers in images in Canva. So when you log into Canva, you're going to have some sort of design, something, whether it's an Instagram post, a social media post on Twitter or Facebook, or a YouTube thumbnail or something like that. It could be a class presentation. There's hundreds of things that Canva does. If you're not familiar with it, highly suggest that you jump on. So I'm just going to jump on and I'm going to search for something. Let's just say it's a thumbnail. So when I click on YouTube thumbnail, Canva has a bunch of different options here, and some of these you may recognize because I like to use some of these, but we're going to pull one that has an image where we would want to change something like this. So the most attractive thumbnail. So we're gonna open this template, and I'm not gonna mess with the text at all. What we're gonna do is, you can see here that I'm dragging over, is that this is an image that I can now move around. Well, that's not me, and I'm assuming this isn't you. And so how do we put our image in there? So hopefully you have some on your computer that, images that you've taken. You can see some of these from previous thumbnails that I've done, other projects that I've worked on, some school stuff. It's a really great tool. So I'm going to have this picture right here. It's me in a sweater. And I'm going to kind of just drop this right in there. And you'll notice that when I pull this in, it doesn't necessarily align. It doesn't look as good as this, right? So we're going to try and match that up a little bit. Excuse me. So when we get our image in here, you'll see right up here I have the option when I'm clicked on an image right here to edit image, and then BG remover. It's basically a background remover. So when I click on the background remover, it's going to kind of think for a minute, and basically what it's going to do is it's going to recognize the face, it's going to cut out my hair and all of that. There I go, right? So I have the option here, if I want to flip this, I can flip it the other way, so it looks like I'm leaning in kind of to the thing there. Now this is an image, and you can see that I have this overlaid, right? So this is going over the text. Well, once I have the background removed, it gives me the option to kind of layer these items. So when I click on the image there, you'll notice now that it goes to the back of the layer. So I just did a quick double click to bring it to the forefront or behind the text. The other way that you can manually do that is you can position to the front or back, right? So if I go backwards right here, and let me see if I can move this box, and so you can see the image, I'm just behind the text, but I'm not behind the text box. So if I hit back again, you'll now see right here that I'm behind the white text box and the black text box. So again, that's position. And if I want to go forward, you'll see that I'm in front of the white text box, but behind the black text box. So it actually looks like I'm in this text. And again, we can go one more forward. And now I'm in front of the white text box, the black text box, but not the thumbnail text. If I go forward one more time, I'm in front of everything. So it's an easy way for you to kind of layer different items. Now the beautiful thing is, maybe you find this, right? So this is a logo from the elementary school that I work with. You'll notice that it doesn't have a background here. And I'm okay with this by itself, but it doesn't really look good if it's laid on something else. And so when I click on this, I click on edit image, and I'm going to remove the background again. What this will allow me to do is kind of layer different items throughout my Canva project, right? So I could shrink this down and put this on my shirt, and you'll notice that it's see-through. It removes the background throughout everything as close as it can. So if I get zoomed up really close, you'll see it's a little pixelated here around, but from here, you'll notice that there's stuff behind, and as I move behind the horns, right? Another example of this is, let's say I wanted to have these, right? We're going to add this right here, this Google Calendar image. So if I drop this little thing right, you can see that the corners of this have white on them, and that doesn't look like it fits in here. So when I click on edit image here and I remove the background, it's going to pull all of the white out of that image. So now it looks like this belongs a little bit more to the actual image. You'll notice that the red around the corners are a little bit more rounded. Again, I can do this with any image that I want. So if I pull this one in, this is another one here. We're going to click on Edit Image. Again, background remover. And what I can do is I can start to layer these. So we're going to put this backwards or forwards. So it'll be on top of this image. So this could go on my shirt, and this could go behind my head if I wanted to. A little bit like that. So it's just a really quick and easy way to layer items, text boxes, images, pictures, logos, any of those kind of things. It's really super easy. Again, if you're here, it's most likely because you're an educator. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you're here.